Well, folks, it's another wonderful day in the neighborhood. We're going out today with Nanner Man and Eye Candy. I still don't have a nickname. Thank God.
You do, we just can't say it on camera.
Anyway, I think we're gonna head a little offshore today because the tide's ripping pretty good in the morning. I know that's what Chad wants to do, so
Tide looks like a V.
that's what we're doing today. Hopefully we can get into some fish. We've got this high pressure on us still. It's staying steady at about almost 31. Well, 30.1210. And again, I've discussed what that does to these fish. It shrinks those swim bladders of those fish, and it just makes them feel very uncomfortable.
Makes me want to eat ice cream.
Oh, Lord. So anyway, that's what we're doing. That's what we've got going on. We're gonna go catch bait, see what we can do. GoPro, stop recording.
Don't always do what I should. I'd be better if I thought I could. I'm a sucker for adrenaline, every villain is. Everybody trying to change my ways, but I live just to see you break. I'm a sucker for adrenaline, every villain is. You take the high road, I'll take the low. Everyone lies cause everyone knows. Feels good to be, feels good to be, feels good to be a little bit bad. Feels good to be, feels good to be, feels good to be.
It's white bait.
This is the first haul.
Live well's done. See how much that
Moved over.
moved over.
That's pretty quick. The mark is south of us.
Yeah, because you went past it.
So
It's behind us.
it's south of us right there.
Well, it's back that way because you went right over it and continued north. Now, in this part of the video, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to explain to Brian how to actually set up on a spot that we have marked. And we were going through the motions and we were talking about, okay, here's where the spot is, and he was saying that the spot is south, and I said, yes, it is, but it's not in the absolute direction that you're talking about. What happened is that when he pulled up to the spot, he came in and he set up and he hit the spot lock on the trolling motor. But the problem is that, and nothing against Brian, this is just somebody who hasn't done this enough to be able to understand all the circumstances what that goes into setting up a spot. So we pull in, we make the mark, and he sets up, hits the spot lock on the trolling motor. And one of the first things out of my mouth was, okay, we marked the spot, we got the spot, great spot. But the problem is that we're sitting in the completely wrong heading. What happened is he came in and he went over this spot, and instead of turning around and facing the boat into our heading where we needed to be at about 65-70 degrees, he kept the boat in, I think it was like 180, somewhere around in there. And I said, well, that's the mistake that you made right here, is that you decided that you're going to set up this way, but what's going to happen is the boat was going to completely turn in a 180 degree direction and face the opposite direction, so it's actually going to swing us off the spot. So I'm going to get into this a little bit more. I don't have a chance to do it too much when we're on the boat with other people. Once we get our boat back, I'm really going to get kind of finite with it and kind of help you guys out, because it's not as simple as just pulling up to a spot, hitting your spot lock anchor, and fishing. Now, sometimes it is that spot's big enough to where you don't have to worry about it. But if it's a small ledge or something like that, it takes a little bit to understand your heading, what you're doing, and where your boat's going to sit. So one thing that I tell people all the time is when you come to a spot to set up, the biggest thing that you need to do is, if you're not sure what your heading is take the boat out of gear and then get as close to your spot as possible and let the boat float. And see what direction the boat floats. That's going to tell you what your heading is. So then you know, okay, I need to set up my boat with my bow into this heading so I can keep my boat in that spot. So that's what we were trying to do with Brian on this day, on this video. So I just wanted to kind of give you a quick kind of rundown what we were doing, because I didn't do a good job of it when we were on the boat because we were talking about some other things. So I just wanted to show you this, talk about it, and get a better understanding. And we're definitely going to do more videos on this, talking about how to get set up on a spot using your heading and your GPS trolling motor. And it works the same way with an anchor. So let's get back to the fishing.
Trigger hooked in the butt.
Wow.
That's talent right there.
Oh Lord.
Look at how fat he is.
That is a fat trigger.
Apparently, if there's one spot you want to hook a trigger, it's in the butt.
I told Chad and Brian today, it's all on them. They're the ones that are going to find the spots. They're the ones that are going to put us on them. So we'll see how they do.
Oh, that one at least got you real quit reeling.
Well, at least me and Chad put hot on it.
Yeah.
Show you boys how it's done.
There's a red grouper.
There's a red.
He's spitting up chumbers. Come on, man. There you go, Chad.
Acting like a snapper.
It's got all kinds of little baits. Grease snapper.
I'm so glad y'all are catching. I got nothing. I got nothing to
Poor Brian's. He just, poor Brian.
Just poor Brian. That's all it is.
That's all we got. It's just poor Brian.
Chad thinks he's got a hog. He's always, I got a hog. I got a hog.
Hey, you can count it. Nope, it's lame.
Holy crap. Look at the size of that lane. Jeez, oh Pete. Wow. That's nuts.
That is nuts. That is craziness.
Crazy, crazy. Another red?
Probably. I hope not.
I don't think it's a hog.
No. No, it's a red. Look at the
Giant.
size of that red grouper.
Chad just got him a red grouper. Brian just got him a porgy. They're all wrapped up. Man, look at that.
Goodness.
No wonder he was fighting, huh?
That's a good one. We found a new area.
Brian got a porgy.
I got a little bit.
You want to put him in his mouth? Feed him?
I got Chet's bait.
Easily.
There you go.
Jeez. Oh my God, you got a double. What do you have? Squirrel fit? What is that? Come on, man. Chad's got a lane. He's got a squirrel.
He's got a
fish.
squirrel.
Started off good.
Not bad.
Not bad. Brian, what are you doing?
Flatfish or one of them.
Yeah, right.
Ice fish. It looks like a not giving up.
No.
You gonna need the big boy net?
Oh, there's a nice one.
Not bad. Well, it was a fun day in the water. Caught a lot of fish. Caught numerous gag grouper, numerous scamp grouper, numerous red grouper, wish red grouper and lane snap, strawberry. Wish lane snapper and red grouper were in season because we would have a cooler full of fish. But anyway, it was better than I thought it was going to be. So the bite was pretty good. And I was helping Brian with his boat and how to set up on spots, and we talked about it shortly on there, and talking about getting your heading and understanding what direction your boat's going to face when you set up on a spot. When we first got there, he had set up on a spot, and I said there was one thing that you did that should be opposite, and that is point the bow into your heading. And because he had the back of the boat in the heading, I said what's going to happen is that boat's going to swing completely around on the trolling motor, and sure enough it did. So understanding your drift and understanding your heading and getting that before you set up on the spot is pretty key. It's pretty important, and I think I'm going to get into that a little bit more because that is a question that we get, but I'm going to make this short because the no-see-ums are horrible. Holy moly. Anyway, thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Hope you're learning something. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.